Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, put the kettle on. No, actually, screw the tea. Open the wine, the red one, the expensive one. You are not going to believe the absolute hellscape my life has been for the last 3 weeks. I feel like I've aged 10 years since Christmas. You know how much I loved my car, right? My trusty, beautiful 2010 VW Golf. That car and I had history. We had a bond. It was simple, it was reliable, it was perfect. Well, pour one out for her because she is gone. Deceased. Murdered by a lorry tire right before the holidays. I'm serious. I'm driving along, minding my own business, and bam, this lorry just decides to ruin my entire life. I'm physically fine, obviously, but the Golf. Totaled. But that's not even the drama I need to talk to you about. The crash was bad, but what happened after? That's the real trauma. Because my car is a crumpled metal pancake, I had to get a rental. They gave me this modern VW T-Cross. It looked sleek, smelled like new plastic and chemicals. You know, fancy. I was even thinking, maybe this is a sign. Maybe I should just get a company lease. Girl. I have never been so wrong in my entire life. I have come to a realization. I am a dinosaur. Because if this is what modern driving is, you can just go ahead and bury me in the tar pits right now. This car isn't a vehicle. It's a toxic, gaslighting, manipulative robot that is actively trying to kill me. Let me spill the tea on these driver assist functions. Assist. Who are they assisting? They are assisting me into an early grave. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the lane assist. It sounds safe, right? Keeps you in your lane. No, absolutely not. It is a death trap. I was driving on one of those unmarked country roads, you know, the ones where it's just asphalt and vibes, and the car started losing its mind. It didn't know where the road ended and the ditch began, so it just started vibrating and tugging at the steering wheel like it was possessed. But the real terror started when I hit some roadworks. You know how they paint those temporary yellow lines over the old white ones? To a human brain, that's simple. Follow the yellow brick road. But to the VW T-Cross, it was a complete mental breakdown. The car's computer couldn't decide if it wanted to follow the yellow lines or the white lines. I'm driving along, and suddenly the steering wheel violently jerks to the left, literally trying to throw me into oncoming traffic. I had to physically wrestle the wheel back. I'm fighting my own car, screaming inside the cabin, looking like a lunatic. It tries to push you into the middle of the street because it thinks the shoulder is a lane marking or something. I swear, my biceps are bigger just from fighting the steering rack for 3 weeks. It's not a feature, it's an attempted assassination. And then there's the speed warning system. Oh my God, do not get me started on this. It's supposed to read the signs and tell you the speed limit. In theory, great. In practice, the car is hallucinating, it is seeing ghosts. I'm driving through town, clearly a 50 km/h zone. Everyone is doing 50, I am doing 50. Suddenly beep, 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 beep. The dashboard lights up red, flashing 30. In my face. The car decided, based on absolutely nothing, that the speed limit was 30. Maybe it saw a sticker on a bin. Maybe it dreamt it. I don't know. So there I am, looking like a maniac, getting beeped at by my own vehicle for following the law. It's embarrassing. I feel like the car is judging me. It's gaslighting me, babe. It's making me question my own reality. Is it 30? Did I miss a sign? Am I the problem? No, the car is the problem, and it gets worse. You remember when it snowed a little bit last week? Just a light dusting, very romantic, very Christmas card. Well, apparently, a light snow is enough to completely lobotomize a modern car. I'm driving along, snowflakes gently falling, and suddenly the dashboard lights up like a rave. Ding, 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 3 yellow warning lights pop up instantly. Lane assist disabled. Front assist disabled. Sensor blocked. The car basically threw its hands up and said, I can't work under these conditions. It's snow, it's weather, we live in Europe, not the Sahara. But wait, it gets funnier. The curve light, you know, the thing that helps you see around corners. That decided to quit in solidarity. So now, I have an animated yellow light switching back and forth on my screen, cycling between telling me the lane assist is dead and the lights are broken. It was like driving a slot machine. I was so distracted by the light show on the dashboard I could barely watch the road. Ironic, isn't it? The safety features were the most dangerous thing in the car. Then we have the adaptive cruise control. I used to love cruise control in my old Golf. Set it and forget it. But this is adaptive, which apparently means psychotic. I put it on, thinking I can relax a little on the highway. The car is randomly accelerating and decelerating based on, I don't know, vibes, planetary alignment. Combined with the fact that it keeps hallucinating the wrong speed limits, the car will suddenly slam on the brakes because it thinks the speed limit dropped to 60, or it will try to launch me into the stratosphere because it missed a sign. I'm either crawling along causing a traffic jam, or I'm about to get a speeding ticket. I spent the whole drive with my foot hovering over the brake, terrified the car was going to rear-end the guy in front of me or brake-check the guy behind me. It's stressful. Driving shouldn't be a cardio workout for my cortisol levels, but you want to know what the most insulting part is? The beeping. The constant, condescending, never-ending beeping. This car treats me like I have a traumatic brain injury. If I start the car engine running, right? And I open the door to, say, scrape a bit of ice off the side mirror or grab something I dropped, the car goes nuclear. Red flashing lights, ear-piercing shrieks. Ignition is on. Yes, I know. I turned it on 10 seconds ago. I was there. I am the one who turned the key. Why are you screaming at me? Thanks for the reminder that the engine I literally just engaged is, in fact, engaged. It's so rude. It's like having a backseat driver who screams every time you breathe. And then, if you take a corner a little too quickly, not even speeding, just briskly, beep. Red warning. Brake! The car thinks I forgot to brake. Or if I'm passing a parked car on a narrow street and I get a little close. Beep. Panic attack. It has absolutely no chill. It assumes that at any given moment I am about to cause a mass casualty event. My absolute favorite, though, the finale. When you finally arrive at your destination, battered, bruised, and headache-y from all the beeping, and you turn the ignition off. The screen lights up with a message. I kid you not. It says, "Did you take all belongings with you? Is anyone still sitting in the car?" Is anyone still sitting in the car? I stared at it. I literally stared at the screen for a full minute. Why is that question there? Who is the target audience for this? Mothers forgetting their babies. People forgetting their grandmothers. Have we as a society become so brain-dead, so distracted, so completely incompetent that we need a machine to remind us not to leave our actual human children in the backseat? It's insulting. It's dystopian. It makes me want to scream. And don't even get me started on the touch screen. My old Golf, buttons, knobs, dials. I could change the temperature, turn up the seat heating, switch the radio station, and adjust the AC fan speed without ever taking my eyes off the road. Muscle memory, baby. I knew exactly where everything was, in the T-cross. It's an iPad glued to the dashboard. You want to turn down the heat. Okay, press the menu button. Then look at the screen. Find the climate icon, press that. Oh, you missed because you hit a bump. Try again. Now slide the little digital bar. Oops, you slid it too far, now it's freezing. It takes 5 steps and 10 seconds of looking away from the road just to not sweat to death. How is this legal? They ban texting while driving, but they give us a giant tablet to play with to do basic functions. Make it make sense. I was listening to the radio in the rental, after I finally figured out how to change the station through 3 sub-menus, and they were talking about new features coming out. Apparently, soon cameras will be mandatory to make sure the driver doesn't open the door while a bike is approaching. Are you kidding me? We are doomed. We are absolutely doomed. We have become too lazy to turn our heads. We need a camera to tell us to use our eyes. It's pathetic. We are handing over all our agency, all our skill, all our common sense to these machines, and the machines are annoying as hell. So here is the conclusion of my saga. I am done. I handed the keys back to the rental agency today, and I felt like I was escaping a hostage situation. I looked at the guy at the counter and I wanted to say, burn it to the ground. I was thinking about leasing a new car, you know. Getting something flashy. But after 3 weeks in that digital prison, absolutely not. Never. I refuse. I am going to take my insurance money and I am going to scour the earth for a used car. I want something from before 2015. I want buttons. I want a key that I actually have to turn. I want a car that shuts up and lets me drive. I don't care if I look like a dinosaur. I don't care if I'm not compatible with the future. If the future is lane assist trying to kill me and a computer asking if I forgot my baby, I want no part of it. I'm going vintage, babe. Now pour me more wine. I need to wash the sound of that beeping out of my brain.